ज्ञानेन तु तज्ज्ञानं येषां नाशितम् आत्मनः तेषाम् आदित्यवज्ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्. Hello friends, this is the 16th shlok of the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Jnanena tu tadjnanam, which means, but by knowledge that ignorance, yesham nashitam atmanah, the one who destroys himself, tesham aditya vajjnanam, which means like Aditya, the sun god, he enables the knowledge, prakashayati tatparam, which means of that great to get illumined. So Shri Krishna further continues the discussion that he was going through in the previous shlok, and over here he says that that ignorance that basically covers our understanding, that can only be overcome through knowledge, and this knowledge actually involves the destruction of the self, and by destroying the self, the person becomes like the Aditya, which is the sun god, which is the one which illuminates the knowledge of that great one everywhere in this universe. So the knowledge of the great one means the understanding of the power which is present behind this entire creation. So only by destroying the self does one become aware of that force which is present behind this entire universe and which is present inside all of us also. So the whole idea over here is to basically destroy the wrong identification with the ego and see things clearly as they are in this universe. So our biggest problem actually is that we have wrongly identified with an identity which actually is not even there. So to understand this, we can consider an example of two women, Shruti say and Asma. Shruti is the one who took birth in a liberal Hindu family, and because of her situation, she went to a college and got a degree in computer science, and then became a computer engineer in a multinational firm in, say, Noida. While Asma was born in a traditional Muslim family in Pakistan, and she was given the samskars of how to be a good Muslim wife. She then married a cultured Muslim man, and they are living a happy life with their children in Lahore. So when you look at the life of these two people, you see that both of them are actually living a good life. They are happy in their life, but each one of them can say that the life of the other is not happy. Shruti can say that Asma is wasting her life by not really reaching her true potential in terms of attaining a success in a professional manner like she has done. While Asma might say that Shruti is wasting her life by spending her energy in a professional life while she can spend her time with her family and enjoy the family life. So you can see that from both point of view, the life of the other looks not to be a good one, while both of them by themselves are pretty happy. So this kind of a point of view of limiting yourselves to a certain point of view is the one which leads to conflict, and this is the reason why we face so much conflict in this universe, or we actually become deluded. You know, if say for example the two of them would have been interchanged, if Shruti was interchanged with Asma and Asma was interchanged with Shruti at the time of their birth, and they were to live the life, the other's life from the beginning itself, then they will probably think the same way. Shruti might think like Asma and Asma might think like Shruti. So we can see that this identification with ourself and this priorities that we put in our life, they all are a product of how we have lived our life and the kind of environment in which we have been brought up. And so this identification with the self actually is not really there. It's just a product of our upbringing, and therefore this point of view that we attach to in our life is actually not really there. While we fight a lot with regards to this point of view, The conflicts that we see in this universe between different civilizations, between different people, between different genders, races, and all is basically the fight of this difference in point of view. And all of that actually is fake. If one person is born in the as some other person, then his point of view will go to that one. So this conflict that is getting created over here, that is all because of this wrong identification with our self. And the wise then actually overcome this wrong identification. They go beyond their ego and they look at it from a wider perspective, from that one thing which is present inside all of us, which is the Satchidananda, the existence, consciousness, and bliss. When you look at it from that point of view, then you become neutral and you see things as they are. You see that Shruti and Asma, both of them actually are living a good life in their own self. And if one of them tries to impose their point of view on the other, then that is unjustified. And that is what is going to lead to the conflict. So in this life, all the conflicts that we face happens because of this wrong identification with our ego, which basically makes us feel separate from this universe. And when we feel separate from this universe, we want to impose our will on this universe. And when we want to impose all our will on this universe, that leads to conflict, and that leads to all this feeling of injustice, all this feeling of being wronged, and things like that. So wise go beyond that. They do not identify with their ego. They identify only with this force which is present behind this universe, and this force is present inside all of us, and this force is justified in all its actions. When people see like this, that is when they see that ultimate reality which is present behind all of them, and they become complete in themselves, and they want to spread this point of view, this knowledge with everyone. And that way they become the sun god which is illuminating this entire creation with that knowledge. So that is what Sri Krishna mentioned in this shlok. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.